ladies, I am so excited to get this book party underway, 2018 underway, and I'm here to help you with a New Year's resolution. And this one is going to be resolve to read. We want you to read with your kids every day so that they're reading so many books and so many words in 2018 that it will just blow you out of the water. So I'm going to give you 4 tips on how to bookend your day. Yes, I just did that. To bookend your day in reading. Read beginning, middle, and end, and you're going to love it, they're going to love it, and our books are so fantastic you won't be bored at all. So, let's get started. Reading resolution number 1 is to read nonfiction daily. This isn't always the first thing we grab because it can be kind of boring and interesting, but it is great for toddlers, preschoolers, elementary age kids, junior high, and beyond, because this is how you're going to expand your vocabulary and to learn, quite honestly. And Usborne's nonfiction is their bread and butter. It's the best, it's unmatched, and there's a few reasons why. All of our books have these small chunks of information, and most often they're not on a white background. They're on a colored background, and those two things combined help you retain the information better. So as you see, there's lots of illustrations. This is from our beginner series. There's over 20 of these nonfiction books. They're $4.99. They're hardback. There's also firefighters. There's a ton of different animals and science topics. So those are fabulous for your early elementary readers up to about 3rd or 4th grade. Then we have this adventure series. It's the same nonfiction type of topic. You've still got the small chunks of information, but the vocabulary is a little bit bigger. There's a lot more pages in them, and they have our flex binding. We have our kind of Usborne Look Inside reader series, and it's going to grow with your kids. So we have our preschool, our peek inside ones. These are all lift the flap books. Again, they still have the small chunks of information, and they're all in series. So if you don't like to learn about nighttime animals and what happens, then pick a different one. There's like 10 of them, and it's the same. Our Look Inside series. This is one of my best sellers. I sell it at almost every party because the flaps are amazing.
Okay, you have flaps, within flaps, within flaps. And they go 3 deep. I love this series. It's jam-packed with information, helpful for parents and kids.
Then last but not least, we have our Look Inside series. Again, a flat book. The information is bigger vocabulary, smaller font, more in-depth. For your preschoolers and early elementary, we have our big books. And what makes these so much fun is that every big book
has this giant fold-out. They're like 3.5 feet long. And it shows whatever it is to scale.
So whether it's dinosaurs, trucks, this one's the solar system, they are fantastic. And last but not least, we have my favorite series, our Shine a Light books. I had to get a little bit of mood lighting for these, but how these work is you read them with a flashlight, and I prefer to read them with my cell phone because it's slim and fits between the pages. But you shine a flashlight behind, and it reveals a secret image on every page. There are over 13 in this series, so if your kids don't want to learn about cars and they're more into animals or they're into planes, whatever it may be, these are amazing books. Kids are going to learn a ton, and they're going to love it because they get to read with a flashlight. Okay guys, resolution number 2 is to read a series with your kids. Find something that's age appropriate that they're going to love, and then read every book in it. For our littles, I recommend Farmyard Tales. This has over 20 stories set at the infamous Apple Tree Farm.
Every story, every page has a little duck that you can spot on it for your littles to keep them engaged and interested. As they're starting to read, they can read the top text. It's a late kindergarten reading level, and the bottom text is kind of a late 1st grade reading level, so it grows with them. You can read the top text as a complete story if they're wiggly.
This book has so many uses. Buy it if you have little pre-readers. For our independent readers, we've got things like Hey Jack and Billy B. Brown. They're best friends. They're little skinny beginning chapter books that your kids can learn to read with or without you. There's no more than 60 words per page. These are great for those ones that are just trying to get out of picture books and into something else. For our older ones, one of my favorites are Wheel Nut. They're full-color graphic novels. There's still a ton of text in them. Your kids aren't reading a comic book. There is substance to them and a plot line, so these are really fun. For 4th and 5th graders, we've got like The Gateway and Axel and Beast are both great chapter books. For the older kids, they tend to be a little bit pickier, so ask me. I'm happy to make recommendations for you. Our 3rd resolution is to read an old favorite. So at our house, we have a ton of books. We read a ton of books, but we definitely have favorites. Number 1 for my 3-year-old son is Nibbles the Book Monster. He is adorable. He gets out of his cage,
and you have to trace him down as he nibbles his way through books. So we've got things like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears that he finds his way into, and other fairy tales. At the end of the book, you catch him and put him into his crate, but oh no!
Nibbles got out, and there is a sequel, so this is a really fun one. Tale of Two Beasts is great for those kids that are always fighting, or kids who need to understand sympathy and empathy and see something from someone else's point of view. Cordelia. This cover does not do it justice. This book is amazing. Invest in the hardback. You're going to want it. You're going to love it. Cordelia is a girl who can fly, and she learns throughout this book that it doesn't matter what others think. It doesn't affect who she is. She can fly whether people believe she can or not. Pandemonia. This is such a fun, rhymey, sing-song book. It goes through all sorts of animals at the zoo, but shh, don't wake the panda, whatever you do. Last but not least is our picture book series. These are $9.99. They're beautiful cushioned bindings. They are classic fairy tales, Rudyard Kipling, little things that I forgot the word for, but they are gorgeous books, fun illustrations, and some of our classic fairy tales are in here, so don't skip out on these. Resolution number 4 is to replace one activity a day with a book. This could be screen time, this could be playtime, this could just be like, hey, here's a book in the waiting room instead of handing you my phone. But a few of my favorite activity books are our academy books. Kids get to dive in and learn all about a new career, whether it's being a vet, an engineer, an astronaut.
And at the very end, they earn this awesome certificate for completion, and they've got a whole bunch of new skills and new things.
Our color and pop-up books are a lot of fun for kids who all want to learn about paper crafting.
They get to color and design their own pop-ups. They tell you right where to glue them on, how to glue them on. So simple and fun.
Sticker books are my go-to in the diaper bag for my 3-year-old. Just
like fun, be quiet, enjoy yourself. I don't care where you put the stickers, but they are great for fine motor skills. So there is a benefit to these, even when you don't think there is.
For our older kids and homework help, we have super fun activity books, Who Dreads Timetables. Like, this is so much fun, so many ways to teach kids all about the different timetables, math, addition, fractions.
You name it, and I can find you a homework help that's not going to be super painful.
For those kids that want to learn a new skill this year, we have our Start to Cook book, we have Coding for Beginners, and we have our Writing and Drawing books. These are all amazing. They're hardback, spiral bound, all of the 3 I just showed you, and kids can write in them, work in them. They're super fun. Check them out. Bonus resolution number 5 is to read a new book every week. How do you do this? The easiest way is to go to the library. But bonus video, check out our new titles. We just got over 150. They are fabulous for all ages, and I can't wait for you to tell me what your favorite is.